Hello everyone, welcome back to another Adobe Photoshop CC 2018 tutorial. In this one I'm going to show you how to blur things the right way using iris blur. Guys, if you want to have something selectively in focus and the rest of the image out of focus, this is a really popular technique used in cinematography, for example, but and in photography. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to use it, the blur gallery, in particular iris blur. The first thing you want to do, guys, is you want to select any image. I've got an orange here, and you can see I've got two full oranges and then one that's been cut in half and a little bit over here. And what I want to do is I want to keep this out in focus, and I want to kind of blur the remainder. So let's just get right into this. The first thing you want to do is you want to right click on your layer if you're following along. You want to convert this to Smart Object. The next thing that you want to do is you want to come up to Filter, and you're going to drop down. You're going to see Blur Gallery. Now this is a bunch of different blurs. In this one we're going to look at the iris blur, and the next one we're going to look at tilt shift. But let's just do this one at a time here. So iris blur, I'm going to click on iris blur and I'm going to load that up right here. Now instantly you can see that a cool effect has already occurred, and for some people this might be as far as you need to go. We've got the inside of the orange here, it's in focus, but on the outside it is out of focus, just like kind of how we'd like it. Also, you'll see the blur tools on the top right here. It says iris blur, and you can go ahead and adjust the different settings on it. So let's increase the blur just to show you what it looks like, and this gives you a really bit of a more deeper depth of focus, or you can have a very slight blur here in like the 5-6 pixel range where it's just a little out of focus. So let's just go back to around 15 to start. And now let's move ahead into adjusting the positioning. So we kind of want to just have this orange and not really the other bits of the orange sort of blurred. So let's go ahead and reduce the size. You can go over here and you can see that I've got some transform tools. So I'll just move it in like this. And it's getting a little smaller. I'm going to reshape it like that. And let's go with something like that for now. Same thing on the other sides. Let's just go ahead and pull them in. And there we go, we're getting a little closer. Now this is not quite perfect, so what you usually want to do is you kind of want to go a little bit wider and a little bit longer than you need to, just because we're going to blur out to the edges here. Now you can also go ahead and adjust the depth of blur here, so you can see how I'm adjusting it, and the slider on the right is going up and down the same way, but not to worry about. Also, you can change these points here, so if you move them out, basically, if you move them out here, for example, everything up until this point, from the center pin to this point, is not blurred, and then from these points to the edge are starting to blur. So this actually is kind of close to what we're looking for. So if we hit that and then we hit OK, let's see where we're at. You know what? We're pretty close. Let's just go ahead and make a few more changes. Why not? Oh, sorry. Let's just hit the blur gallery here. Now I will show you a few other things. You can hold down the Alt or the Option key, and you can move each one of these points independently. So if I want this point to be here, but I want the rest like that, also adjustable, also doable. I'll just move this point back. Alt or Option, pardon me, if you're on a Mac, and you can make those little changes. Now you guys can go ahead and increase the size a bit like this, and you'll see that we're getting that effect. But guys, using iris blur just like this, you can use any kind of image, any kind of picture, and put in a selective blur just like that. It's a great feature. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'll be back more with some more stuff shortly. Thanks for watching.